Alright, looks like it's about that time. So we will go ahead and we'll start off on the ground. We're going to start Monday morning with a little box breathing as we do. So go ahead, find a comfortable seat. Make sure that your weight is distributed equally on both hips. Sitting nice and tall, work on some good posture. Think about that top of the head to the ceiling. So if you've never done box breathing before, it's you're inhaling for 4 seconds, you're holding your breath at the top for 4 seconds, you're exhaling for 4 seconds, and you're holding your breath at the bottom for 4 seconds. So it forms a nice little 4 second by 4 second by 4 second by 4 second box. Alright, so let's go ahead. If you want to close your eyes, you can. We'll start with a nice steady inhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time. Inhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 4, 3, 2, 1. And breathe normally. Alright, feel pretty good. You feel focused. Are you ready for some mobilization? So we're going to start with our neck while we're seated, nice and relaxed. We're going to go ahead and take our chin, and we're going to bring that straight down. And we're going to roll our head to the left. Think about your ear to your shoulder. And then come back to center. And take that right ear to the right shoulder. Back to center. And we're going to kind of go all the way to the back, looking straight up at the ceiling. We're going to do the same thing. Take that left ear to that left shoulder. Back to center. Take that right ear to the right shoulder. Back to center. And we're going to take a one big swoop all the way around. So just from that back, I'm going to go left ear to left shoulder. Bring that around to the front, through that chin to the chest. Right ear to right shoulder. And back one more time around, same side. Go at your own pace. I want you to make sure that you keep those shoulders relaxed though. Make sure you bring your ear to your shoulder. Don't bring your shoulder to your ear. Nice and smooth all the way around. Once you finish that second rotation, I'm going to go back the other way. I'm going to go that right side first. Down around. And really kind of focus on if there's one side a little bit tighter than the other. Or if there is any kind of impingement going on or any stickiness or something like that. Take notice of that. We're just going to finish that second rotation. We're going to go back to center. We're just going to do some rotation. So take your head and look all the way to the left as far as you can. As far as you're able to. Try not to force it, but we want to do kind of a nice little stretch. Elongate that stretch. Try not to rotate those shoulders. And coming back down. Alright. So especially with neck exercises, they may get neck may get stiff during the day. Be very intentional by not kind of over exaggerating these kind of slow controlled movements. Really kind of find where that stiffness is in the other side of your neck, and certainly you can hold that position. We urge you to sprinkle it in throughout your day to kind of make sure that your posture is comfortable and it is not promoting any more stiffness or discomfort. Alright, so let's do a little bit more rotation through the trunk here. So we're going to put both our legs straight out like this. We're going to take that right leg, pop that over the top, and take that left arm, reach across. So you're nice and pretzelated. Alright, so the right hand is going to go back, and you're basically going to pull with that right hand, push with that left hand. Nice, a little spinal twist here. So think about kind of reaching that head to your ceiling. Watch it exhale and twist into it. Again, not kind of forcing yourself into position, just trying to elongate that stretch. We'll relax there, nice and easy out of it. We'll go to the other side now, that left over right. Right arm over, left arm back. Exhale and twist. Negative. Ooh, I got like four pops on that one. Exhale, relax there. And try to spin in a little bit deeper into it. One more time. And relax, coming back to center there. Certainly felt that glute on my left side a little bit tighter. So let's move into some glute stretching here. So go ahead and take that down to the ground, lying down on your back. We're going to take that left leg, cross that over your right, your ankle over your knee. And then you're going to grab that right thigh. So you're kind of like figure four here. We're going to pull that into us. If you want to, you can also pull on the shin. So it's a little bit deeper of a stretch there, wherever your comfort level is. Those are your two options. So you're trying to kind of pull that right knee into your chest. So you get a nice little stretch through the glute of the leg that's crossed over. We're just going to hold here about 30 seconds or so. Just try to relax into it. So much of these stretches are focused on relaxing the muscle group that we're focusing on. So you may be carrying a lot of tension there without even really knowing it. So as we hold these stretches for a little bit longer, I want you to really focus on dissipating any clenching or any resistance that you are providing to that stretch. Go ahead and slowly release. And we'll switch those legs over to the other side. Again, don't have to really crank it here. I want you to just kind of slowly pull into it and adjust that tension, that pressure as needed. As that stretch, as you start to kind of loosen up in that stretch over the hold, you can kind of pull into it a little bit deeper, a little bit deeper. You don't necessarily want to hold a stretch that we're not really benefiting anything out of, that we're not necessarily feeling anything. So there's a good chance that you have kind of loosened up, and you may just need to go a little bit deeper into that stretch to get the same response. We'll go about 5 more seconds here. And we'll relax. All right, we're going to go ahead and roll that back up. I'm going to focus a little bit on those hips. So we'll put those feet nice and flat on the ground. We're going to take that right knee, and we're just going to push that right knee out, kind of like a half butterfly stretch. We're going to hold that for just a couple seconds, and we're going to pull that back in. We're going to do that a few times, all on the same leg. I want you to really focus on, again, that posture, nice and tall. Try not to rotate or anything like that. We're just going to kind of push and pull on that knee, working on that hip. We're doing it about 2 more times here. I'm just kind of guiding that knee. Let's go to the other side. I'm going to try to guide that knee into position. You can give a very light push on that bottom. Just kind of find where the end range of that hip mobility is. I do urge you to stay a little bit more upright here. You may have a tendency to kind of move backwards as kind of loosen that hip up, but really kind of find where that stiffness is. Try to stay a little bit more seated, a little bit more upright. Let's go 2 more times on this side. And then we're going to do both sides together. So we're going to try to push both of those knees out nice and easy. Good little butterfly stretch. Pull them in together. So at that top, I am giving a little bit of a kind of extra push to bring those knees together. Just kind of work the insides of those hips at the same time. A little bit more dynamic here. We'll go 2 more times through this. relax there. So we're going to go ahead and bring one leg back behind us in our lovely 90-90 stretch. You may or may not have done this one before, but we are looking for that front knee to be at 90 degrees, this back knee to be 90 degrees, both of those ankles to be 90 degrees. All right, so a little bit more in those glutes, and we're just going to add a little rotational element here. So my right knee is forward, so my chest is centered over, going out over that front knee. I'm going to plant that right hand out to the side. So with my left, I'm going to make a nice big reach to the top left of my room, and I'm going to take those fingertips, thread that through on that right side, and reach a little extra spinal twist with a glute stretch all at the same time. Nice little combo here. I'm going to pull that back out, big reach up, thread through one more time. Remember, exhale as we twist. Inhale one more time, reach. Then I'll go last time, threading through. And relax there. All right, bring yourself kind of back to neutral here. We're just going to do a nice little light twist over to that left side to see where those hips are. All right. There's going to be a lot of rotational work coming up in full body blast, so we are focusing on kind of warming you up for that. If you're not participating, you get a little extra rotational work here, no problem. Go ahead and relax there. We'll switch our legs, bring that left leg forward, that right leg behind. All right, same thing. Left knee is forward. I'm going to square that chest out over that left knee. I'm going to point that left hand here. Right hand is going to get a big reach, and we're going to reach through and thread the needle. Exhale as we go. Pull that back up, big reach, and thread through. And last time, big reach. And thread through. All right. I'm bring that back up to that seated position in that 90-90. Again, think about that nice proud chest. And we're going to go for those rotations over the other way. So you should feel this kind of in that top hip. And again, we're just kind of testing where that range of motion is without forcing anything. Without putting any unneeded stress on those hips or those joints. All right. I'm going to flip things over to hands and knees. So I'm going to do just a touch more of those hips. All right. So what we're going to do is take one foot, whatever foot you like. We're going to do a little kind of single leg bird dog action here. So we're going to bring that leg, we're going to kick that leg straight back. I want you to really focus on kind of kicking that heel to the back wall, pulling in those abs at the same time. So we're looking to maintain a nice, good, stable lower back. Go ahead and bring that underneath. What I want you to kind of realize as we go through a couple reps of these, are your hips rotating? Are they shifting? Are you moving your weight onto that other knee as you lift that leg? Are the toes of that back foot pointed straight down, or are they kind of pointed out a little bit? All right. I want you to work on really stabilizing those hips and those shoulders to kind of keep that hip closed. Keep those toes pointed down towards the ground. Let's go one more this side. And working on just some stability of those hips. All right, let's go to the other side. You may or may not do better on this side. But just a nice kind of light, easy way to prime that core. Right, still maintaining stiffness through that lower abdomen. Stability up there. It's going to convey some stability towards those hips as well. We're going to go one more time here. Big squeeze of that back heel, of those abs. Pull that in and relax. All right, there's going to be some Unravel for us this morning. Again, if you're hanging around for some full body blast, we'll be back in just a minute. You're nice and primed, so we'll see you then.